Hello, welcome to the Chase and Ebenezer show. Merry Christmas to all of you. Happy New Year. And we are going to do creating some Santa talk, and that's what's going to happen.
That is exactly what's going to happen. I'm Benjamin, and this is Heidi. And it's Saturday morning.
We're a little tired. So.
We just finished our last big Christmas show last night, and it went really well. I want to say thank you to everyone who came out. It was just a fun time.
Yeah. Awesome dancing. Awesome music playing by our audience members. Yeah. So thank you, everybody. Woohoo!
And I learned two really important things about our band that I didn't know prior to these shows. Is that our bass player, Dave, and guitar player, David, also plays piano. That was kind of a surprise. And our drummer, Ryan, could have a second job as a professional Christmas decorator. I mean, just... It was Christmas magic. It was great. So
yeah,
thank you.
And thank you to all of our patrons who help make a lot of this happen. And we have a new patron. Thank you, Carrie Waters. Yes. We appreciate you. And for all you out there, we've got new perks coming in 2020. So stay tuned for those. So enough business
talk. We have to do the disclaimer talk now, though, because of what we're talking. It's subject matter. Parental advisory.
Talking about Santa. So if there's children watching, you probably know what the spoiler alert might be. So... take a second if there's any magic that could be stolen from us. We don't want to do that.
Yeah,
so.
We don't want to be those people, so.
Okay, so Benjamin.
Yes.
Did you believe in Santa Claus?
I did, and that belief was... Shattered, yeah. I don't exactly remember how old I was. I'm pretty sure...
35.
Yeah, it was last year. No, but I remember I remember the moment when the secret was shattered.
This is the death of wonder here.
My cousin who's an awesome guy, he's a brilliant doctor, super respect. We were playing hide and seek at my grandparents' house. And I don't know how the conversation came up, but he ended up saying, "Well, Santa's not real." And I thought to myself, "Well, that's not true. My mom told me so." And then I went to my mom, to which she said, Well, he's the spirit of Christmas, which basically means he's not real.
And so sad.
So I remember my mom told me the story that I walked around saying, "I have been betrayed," because I was a very dramatic kid and had no problem expressing things like that. What about you?
No, we never believed in Santa Claus. We just like to pretend, like a fairy tale, but it was always very clear from the beginning. It's just a story. So we still make cookies and reindeer carrots,
Reindeer carrots?
Well, you put the carrots out for the reindeer.
Oh, okay.
I didn't grow the carrots.
I was like, what kind of carrots are those?
Like from the store, but you leave it for the reindeer.
Is that what we call reindeer poop? Reindeer carrots?
No.
No? Okay.
No. All this poop talk. What's that about? So no, but actually, Saint Nicholas was a real person.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. It wasn't. It's not just made up, but I think like 4th century or very long time ago. So it was a real dude, but a lot of it is legend. So it's hard to know what was actually true about him, but. He was known for leaving gifts in secret, and there's one story that says that he left gold for a family whose daughters were going to be sold, kind of a child bride or servitude type situation. So it's just depending on the story, but basically he was known for helping poor folks, and so giving in secret. So that's the original beginning, but it's obviously evolved into this fairy tale that we.
And the fairy tale's nice.
Well, it is nice.
It is a really nice fairy tale.
It is a really nice fairy tale. Yeah. And, especially I love the way that he's portrayed in The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. He gives the kids all gifts that really call out the person that they are inside. Yeah. So, yeah, it's a great fairy tale.
Mm-hmm. It is a great fairy tale. So what are we gonna? How do you respond to that? Like, what does that have to do with creativity and all that?
Well, I think that go write a fairy tale, maybe.
That would be awesome.
I love fairy tales. What we're gonna do is we're gonna read you the original poem of "Twas the Night Before Christmas," and I think we should start saying "Twas" again.
Twas.
Bring back the "Twas."
Twas.
Whoa! Did we just break the microphone or something?
I just got loose.
I tend to knock electrical equipment over. What we're going to do is I'm going to read it to you, and I don't have the greatest reading voice. It's not my thing, but I'm going to do it anyway because Ben's going to play some...
Twas. Well,
Twas
Twas is a present. Is Twas like the president's way of saying it?
The president?
Like this Twas a bazooki.
Why are you talking about the president?
Like present tense.
Oh, present tense.
Past tense and present tense. Twas and Twiz.
English is a hard language.
I know twill is one.
So I'm going to read it to you. And for your prompt is pay attention to what imagery or what lines really stand out to you. And then create based on that, whether it's you write your own story or a poem or music or create maybe a little collage. That sounds super fun to do. And I have this as a printable form for our patrons on Patreon. So that way you could print it out and you could even give it as a very cheap gift to your family. All right, so here is Ben's "Twas the Night Before Christmas" inspired background. We love you. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Happy Hanukkah. And we will see you later.
That's right.
I almost started singing. "'Twas the Night Before Christmas, a visit from St. Nicholas" by Clement Seymour, 1912. "'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. The children were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. And Mamma in her kerchief, and I in my cap, had just settled our brains for a long winter's nap, when out on the lawn there arose such a clatter, I sprang from the bed to see what was the matter. Away from the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters and threw up the sash. The moon on the breast of the new fallen snow gave the luster of midday to objects below. When what to my wondering eyes should appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer, with a little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be St. Nick. More rapid than eagles his courses they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now Dasher, now Dancer, Prancer, and Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donder and Blitzen. To the top of the porch, to the top of the wall, now dash away all, as dry leaves that before the wild hurricane fly, when they meet with an obstacle mount to the sky. So up to the housetop the coursers they flew, with a sleigh full of toys, and St. Nicholas too. And then in a twinkling I heard on the roof and prancing and pawing of each little hoof. As I drew in my head and was turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound. He was dressed all in fur from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his pack. His eyes how they twinkled, his dimples how merry, his cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard of his chin was as white as the snow. The stump of a pipe he held tight in his teeth, and the smoke it encircled his head like a wreath. He had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him in spite of myself. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work and filled all the stockings, then turned with a jerk. And laying his finger aside of his nose, and giving a nod up the chimney he rose. He sprang to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle, and away they all flew like the down of a thistle. But I heard him exclaim, ere he drove out of sight, "Happy Christmas to all, and to all a good night."